Hello guys and dolls, welcome back to my channel. So, I know I'm greasy and I know I'm disgusting, but this is day one of the Poison Ivy cosplay, Halloween costume I'm doing this year. So basically, the first thing I did was I went out and got all of these things that I need, which happened to be, that's gonna have to do quite a few things that I'm gonna be DIYing myself because they don't make cute Poison Ivy costumes for plus size people. So take this as a tutorial if you wish. If you're a plus size person and would like to wear a Poison Ivy costume and you like mine, I guess just keep watching. So the first thing I got is going to be a bodysuit. I got it from Spirit Halloween. Totally forgot the name of that. And there was only one plus size one left, and I chose the black one. So it's a black long sleeve bodysuit. Okay, so sorry about the janky positioning and the fact that I have a piece of tape as my bobbin holder thing here. I have to get another one. They're kind of expensive. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do to fix this is I'm going to turn it inside out. Definitely have to try it on first. Get your nose out of the nachos. Thank you. I have nachos right here. First thing I'm going to do is I already tried it on, and I like it way better without the sleeves, and I also want it to be just like a bandeau top. So the first thing I'm going to do is where the arms are on the side, where that seam is, I am just going to close that off. I'm literally just going to take this like that and close this. And, well, actually open this, make sure the thread is straight, and then close it. And I'm gonna set it on my normal straight stitch and just come back. Flip that, pull it out, scissors, boop. Now you got a stitch. Ta-da! Alright, I promise this won't be bad lighting for the whole entire video. So this was the easiest way for me to do this, to make it like a little crop number, but still keep the actual like elastic. What I was saying was to take the sleeves off, and then I also straightened this out a little bit so that it won't bunch really. What I'm going to do is paint it green because I couldn't find a green one and I needed a green one, so it's going to be painted forest green. I'll be back when that's done to show you. You don't want to sit through that. Okay, so I'm back. As you can see, I did like little spiral patterns with that on paint, and we always have a black light every year at this party, so I used these neon lights, that one, and then also this one. This ensures that like this glows under that black light, and I did most of the dark green up there, most of the lighter green down here, and it doesn't really matter how it looks kinda because you are going to be putting ivy leaves on it. Okay, I finally have Flash Not really, I guess. This is how I'm currently drying the garment because it is taking way too long to dry, and I need to start gluing on my ivy because I have to wear this tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. So this is how it's drying. It's actually working really well. Really excited about it. So let's keep this going, and I'll come back to you with the ring light on so you can see the full thing. Alright, so I did go ahead and speed up this process a little bit. I didn't say anything. This was when Mike and I were just hanging out. He was playing with the puppy, that's why it's on mute. But as you can see, I am just going ahead and using hot glue to attach all of the pieces of ivy that I separated from the garland onto the actual dress itself. So here you see a little bit of the hip buildup, and you get some puppy play in the background as well. So you can see that I'm telling him that I'm filming because I forgot to film. But I did go ahead and glue on each tiny little ivy leaf myself with hot glue. Many burns ensued, but I did want to do this just so that I have the placement correct and I know how it's going to flatter my own body. Now flipping over to the other side, you can see the process from the beginning. You want to start right around the actual end of the bodysuit. That way you have that really nice layered effect. And I went ahead and just glued on each part. I really used the larger pieces of garland for that section just so that it bumps out and gives me a little bit more of like a hip when I have it on. You see I'm pulling the stems off, and then I alternate between the large and the small pieces of ivy. This is just going to give it more dimension and make it look like it's growing on the bodysuit rather than it was just glued on. I really wanted to make it look very like she just came right out of a bunch of ivy. So that's how I laid it out, and that's how I did it. You'll be able to see more as more go on, and I just really love how this turned out. I think it looks really pretty. And I did speed this process all the way up just so that you're not sitting here forever. I'm so sorry about that. I wish I could cut more out, but I really wanted people to be able to see the placement of the ivy leaves. Okay, so now you see with the flash what this looks like. You can see the pattern on the actual costume better now. And there's all the leaves. So these are the hip pads, and they're made to drop out a little bit. And then the top you can see as well. It's starting to turn out so pretty. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. It is the day of the party, and just a little recap. I was up until 4 o'clock this morning putting the rest of the ivy leaves on. You saw a clip of how I did it in the beginning, or just before this, and I did a lot more. So I'm going to turn the camera so that you can see the progress, and at this point the costume is done. Okay, so as you can see, ignore the the papers on either side, but this is the bodysuit now. So all the top here is all a bunch of the ivy leaves glued on. The bottom we have the actual like the bottom of the suit down there, and here we actually have a little bit of overlay. The hip pads, there's some that comes off the hips like that. You have a hanging overlay in the front for modesty a little bit, just because I'm still a little insecure about my body even though I've lost weight. And then I did it on the back as well, which I'll go ahead and turn around in just a second. But you can also see that the leaves have this beautiful gold shimmer on it. And I did that just because I really love the idea of gold and green together. They're some of my favorite colors. And all I did for this is I used any mica pigment powder. So for example, I used these powders that I also use for my candle making company, and I put a little bit in there in some clear glue base and mixed it up, and then once that was done, I just went ahead and brushed it on. Okay, and now that I have turned it to the back for you, you can kind of see a little bit better the hanging pieces in the back. This one's not really for modesty, but more like so it can be a little bit flouncy, a little bit of movement. And then on the sides, I did do these really pretty like hanging sleeves. So that'll just like grace the sides of my arms while I'm working, or when I have it on. The back, as you can see, is not painted. It is just black. And that's just pure laziness. So yeah, that was the final costume. I am super excited about it. I'm really excited to wear it myself. It's probably gonna be around $50, but that's how much I would have spent for a really nice plus size Ivy costume anyway. And I wouldn't have had the satisfaction of making it and staying up till 4 o'clock this morning. I'm back in my kitchen with better lighting. I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy this photo or video of me trying on the full costume together. And very shortly will be a makeup video about how I'm going to do my hair, my makeup, and the costume all together. I hope you enjoy it. If you like that, let me know. I can do some more of that stuff. We are very crafty people. I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Bye!